Welcome to AIM SSLC Facilitator. In this video, let us discuss about a new chapter, quadratic equations. An equation with degree 2 is called as quadratic equation. Degree means highest power of the variable in the equation. We can also define this quadratic equation as an equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a not equal to 0 is called as quadratic equation. Here the condition is a not equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, then 0 into x square becomes 0. Now the equation becomes linear equation. Hence the condition is a not equal to 0. These are the examples for quadratic equations. Observe that the degree is 2. The standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Algebraic methods to solve the quadratic equations are factorization method, completing the square method, and formula method. First, let us discuss about factorization method. See the first problem. 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. In the solution, let us take the given as it is. 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. In the factorization method, first we have to take the product of coefficient of x square and the constant. Here the coefficient of x square is 2 and the constant is minus 6. Their product is 2 into minus 6 is equal to minus 12. Now we have to choose two numbers such that their product is minus 12 and their sum or difference is plus 1. Which is that plus 1 means? Plus 1 is the coefficient of x. If we take 2 and 6, then 2 into 6 is equal to 12. We want negative 12. So if we put minus sign to any one of these numbers, we get minus 12. But their addition or subtraction will never give plus 1. So 2 and 6 are not the required numbers. If we choose 4 and 3, then 4 3s are 12. We want minus 12. So we have to put the negative sign for any one of these numbers. If we take minus 4 and plus 3, then product will be minus 12. But their addition gives minus 1. But we want plus 1. So we have to take the negative sign for 3 and positive sign for 4. Then plus 4 into minus 3 is equal to minus 12. And the difference will give plus 1. Hence, plus 4 and minus 3 are the required numbers. Now, in the next step, we have to write 2x square as it is plus. Now, plus x has to be split into plus 4x minus 3x. Now, put minus 6 as it is equal to 0. In the next step, if we take 2x as common from these two terms, then x is remaining in this term plus 2 is remaining in this term. Now put this negative sign as it is. If it is positive sign, you have to put positive sign, but here it is negative sign, so we have to put negative sign. Now take 3 as common from these two terms. If 3 is taken out, x is remaining in this term, and if we take negative as common, here it becomes positive. Here 2 is remaining is equal to 0. Now in these two terms, x plus 2 is common. If we take x plus 2 as common, here 2x is remaining, put the negative sign as it is, and here 3 is remaining. Then it is equal to 0. Now x plus 2 is equal to 0, or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, because if the product of any two expressions is 0, whether it is 0 or this one is 0. In the next step, x is equal to minus 2, because 2 is transposed to RHS, it becomes negative. Here 2x is equal to, we get plus 3. Now x is equal to 3 divided by 2. See the next problem. X square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. In the solution, write the given as it is. X square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Now take the product of coefficient of x square and the constant term. Here the coefficient of x square is 1 and the constant term is minus 10. So 1 into minus 10 is equal to minus 10. Now we have to choose two numbers such that their product is minus 10 and their difference or sum is minus 3. Which is that minus 3 means minus 3 is the coefficient of x. If we choose minus 5 and plus 2, then their product is minus 10 and their difference will give minus 3. So minus 5 and 2 are the required numbers. In the next step, write x square as it is and minus 3x has to be split up into minus 5x plus 2x. Now write minus 10 as it is equal to 0. Now x is taken as common from these two terms. The remaining is x minus 5. Put this positive sign as it is. Now take 2 as common from these two terms. The remaining is x minus 5 is equal to 0. In the next step, take x minus 5 as common from these two terms. The remaining is x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now x minus 5 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. Here we get x is equal to 5 and here we get x is equal to minus 2. Hence x is equal to 5 and x is equal to minus 2 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Now see the third problem. 100x square minus 20x plus 1 is equal to 0. In the solution, take the given as it is. 100x square minus 20x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now take the product of coefficient of x square and the constant term. Here the coefficient of x square is 100 and the constant term is plus 1. Their product is 100 into 1 is equal to 100. Now we have to choose two numbers such that their product is 100 and their addition or subtraction must give minus 20. Which is that minus 20 means minus 20 is the coefficient of x. If we choose minus 10 and minus 10, their product gives plus 100 and their addition gives minus 20. Hence minus 10 and minus 10 are the required numbers. Hence, in the next step, the middle term minus 20x has to be split into minus 10x minus 10x. Take 10x as common from these two terms. The remaining is 10x minus 1. Now put this negative sign as it is and take 1 as common because there is no common means 1 is always the common. It means we have taken minus 1 as common. The remaining is 10x. Here minus is taken out means plus is nothing but minus into minus. So 1 minus is taken out. So another minus will be there. So we have to put negative sign here. And 1 is equal to 0. Take 10x minus 1 as common from these two terms. The remaining is also 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now 10x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. Here 10x is equal to plus 1 or x is equal to 1 by 10. Here also 10x is equal to 1, so we get x is equal to 1 by 10. Here we can also take these two as 10x minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. Then also we get x is equal to 1 by 10. So x is equal to 1 by 10 and x is equal to 1 by 10 are the required roots of the given quadratic equation.